Okay, so for this assignment, I'm asking you to not waste a lot of time. This isn't supposed to be a long, drawn out, horrible thing. So you should on your own read this page right up to here. This is activity number 1, and this is where your work stops. So I'm assuming you read activity 1, and let's take a look at the while loop that they have in here. They made a string called message. It says have a long and happy life, but there's a 1 instead of an L and a 1 instead of an L here. They make a variable called index. And then this while loop says, while there are still the number 1s in the message, and see, like right here, it says message.index of 1 greater than or equal to 0. So you remember index of returns -1 if it can't find something. So what this is going to do, it'll find where that 1 is, and then it'll find where that other 1 is, and then it'll stop finding 1s and it'll leave the loop. So this is a Boolean statement. This is either true or false. It'll be true as long as there's a 1 left in the string, and it'll be false when there are no more 1s. And then what happens is it makes this variable, stores in the variable index where the number 1 is. So then it takes the substring 0, index, which would be have all the way to the space, and then plus L. It's going to replace that 1 with an L, and then it's going to get the rest of the string, the long and happy life, all the way to the end. So it's basically just chopping up the string, getting rid of the 1, replacing it with an L, and then giving you the rest of the string. So let's run it so you can see. And down here it says have a long and happy life, where the 1s are replaced with L's. I mean, in case you're not clear, I'm going to put a $sign here, and we'll run it again, and it's going to replace each of those number 1s with a $sign. Okay, which gets us partway along the way with what I asked you to do. I asked you to change this code, make 3 edits that would make this code replace, instead of the number 1, replace any letter A with a $sign. So what you need to do is make the while loop trigger on the letter A, and then also make this index variable be the letter A. So now what it's going to find is this A, that A, that A, that A, replace them all with $signs. So now it says have a long and happy life, but with $signs. I mean, I just wanted to make it something really obvious that I could see. So that's all I asked you to do. So this is like a little introduction to a while loop. It's a little tricky what they're doing with the substring here, but hopefully you see it's getting everything up to the letter it's searching for. That's where index is. And then it's replacing, it's not including that letter because of this +1. And then it's replacing the letter you found with a $sign, and then throwing the rest of the string back in. An interesting thing, I wonder if we could print out the message right here so that you could see it as it went along. In fact, why don't I put that print line just above this so we can see the original string, have a long and happy life, and then after it replaced $sign, another next $sign, and so on. So anyway, that's just showing you along the way what was happening. It actually did the loop 4 times. 4 times? Yeah, 4 times. And then the last time, the last print was down here. All right. Anyway, I've explained what I wanted you to do. So just 3 edits here, here, and here, and you've got it. So then click in here, select all, copy, and email me that. Put that in the body of an email, and you have my email address. Thanks.